Welcome everybody, my name is Michael and today we are discussing about our favorite, BitBoy Crypto. I have to give it to him. He is one of the largest cryptocurrency YouTubers out there, and he is also one of the fastest growing channels out there. This goes outside of crypto. He is in the category of one of the fastest, and that takes some skill. He does have a team. The number one place goes to Coin Bureau. He also has a team, and he's been growing a little bit faster than BitBoy Crypto, and all the power to them. However, there's a slight difference between Coin Bureau and BitBoy Crypto, and if you've been in cryptocurrency for quite a while, you know the target audience of BitBoy. Now, he is doing something fantastic. So compared to Coin Bureau, who uploads once per day, you have BitBoy Crypto, where some people could view this as a negative. He uploads 3 or 4 times sometimes per day, and that's a lot of content. So that means inevitably in the long run he's going to get more views since they're similar sized channels, and he's going to make more money, at least from the YouTube side of things, from advertisements and in-video sponsorships, because more content means more money, at least for a good number of years. Unless he changes his strategy, he's always able to do that, get down to 1 video per day. The problem is, once you stop growing as quickly, once the market gets a little bit saturated, once there's an event where in cryptocurrency it is a little seasonal, as soon as Bitcoin and all these altcoins start crashing and we go into a crypto winter, there's going to be less people watching. So the strategy that Coin Bureau is doing once per day is going to play out in the long run, because you're not going to have people turning away from your videos as quickly as they do from BitBoys. Also, BitBoy Crypto targets a younger audience, where Coin Bureau, I would say, targets a slightly older audience. Still very similar target ranges because it's crypto. However, BitBoy Crypto, as the name suggests, is a little bit more childish, and that's perfectly fine. You've got a lot of teenagers and young adults on YouTube, and even kids who are starting to get into crypto. However, you're not going to make as much money from these individuals. I mean, you can by pumping and scamming them. Just kidding. But in the long run, if you're posting less content and it is a little bit more quality, that'll get you much further. So this brings us to the point that both of these YouTubers are, well, multimillionaires in their own right. They have made millions of dollars from cryptocurrency investing and millions of dollars from YouTube. And there are so many multimillionaires that are crypto YouTubers out there that have, unfortunately, done some shady things. And there's so many that have been amazing and everything's fine. But either way, there's a fair amount of cryptocurrency YouTubers out there that have predicted a lot of things wrong. And this is why I don't do predictions, because on my old channel, at the very beginning, I tried to do predictions. I got them wrong. Everything was a fail. I decided no longer. So BitBoy Crypto falls into the category of YouTubers such as Crypto and The Moon and all of these guys that they really kind of sort of hang out with. Sometimes they do videos together. They are always very optimistic. So optimistic, in fact, that they think Bitcoin will go to $300,000 tomorrow, or that Dogecoin is going to be a multi-trillion-dollar market cap in the future, or that you're going to see suddenly this 100x altcoin, and they're going to do these crazy thumbnails, and they're going to be super hyped up, and there's almost no chance you're going to lose money. It's guaranteed profit. So you're going to see a lot of these crazy optimistic videos, even when everything's crashing around them. And there is a Redditor out there, I'm going to link the post down below, who decided to take a look at BitBoy Crypto's largest predictions throughout the year. And of those, he got 1 right. And that's okay, maybe if it was 1 out of 2, 1 out of 3, but, well, there's more than a couple that he got wrong, including the largest cryptocurrencies out there. He definitely got wrong with Bitcoin and Ethereum and a fair amount of altcoins. The one he did get right is Binance Coin, which was not that crazy of a prediction, and Binance Coin was doing an absolutely fantastic year. So, okay, he got that one right, and it went a little bit further, and that's fantastic. I love Binance Coin, but compared to everything else, he was off, and he was off by a long shot with some of these. So let's take a look. 1 out of 14 right. And again, these are the largest predictions. I think he's had more smaller predictions out there. But Bitcoin hitting $322,000. Well, we didn't even hit $70,000 yet. Ethereum hitting $27,000. I mean, woo! Yeah, 5,000. Okay, 10,000. I don't know. 27,000. Jeez, Louise. That's guys. In order to get to Ethereum and Bitcoin and these crazy predictions where it's hundreds of thousands of dollars, tens of thousands, we're talking about trillions of dollars that need to be pumped into cryptocurrency. Not billions, not multi-billions, trillions. Everything needs to grow by duplicates, by just tripling, quadrupling the market, which at this point, it's just not going to happen in a day, next month, not even next year. So at this point, it's pretty crazy. Some of these predictions he did on coins that are like $1 and like, oh yeah, it's gonna be at $900. Like that's he was close on one, but he was still wrong. It's kind of like preparing for a surgery, and hey, you were close to saving the patient, but he still died. Like, whoops! Do I get a participation star award for that? No, you go to jail. So he was wrong regardless, and that's fine. That's fine. I'm not trying to hate on him. This is just what Reddit posted. This is just what a lot of people in the community have looked at, and it's something that he will get hate for. And this is something that any YouTuber posting predictions, even if you're Nostradamus and you get 90% of these things right, the ones you get wrong, well, unfortunately, the community will still hate you for it. So my suggestion is start predicting a little less. Maybe not fully, but start predicting a little bit less, and the predictions that you do don't go as crazy with, because if you do a ludicrous prediction that, oh my god, I know that this token's at $1, but it's going to be at 2,000 tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know about that. And also with Ethereum and with Bitcoin, these are his ultimate predictions. He's predicted that they would go to like Ethereum on February 14th, Valentine's Day. Yeah, that was wrong. So there was a fair amount of predictions. And when he does get something right, he's like, aha, I told you so. Like every other crypto YouTuber on Twitter, especially, you see this a lot, where you post 1,000 tweets and maybe one's right. And that one, oh, I told you so. See, gotcha. And then everything else is wrong. It's like those guys who have been saying that the market's going to crash since 2009. Like, it's going to crash this year. No. Oh, COVID came. It crashed this year. I was right for a month, and then everything went completely opposite, but I was right. And then they're going to continue saying, the housing market will collapse this year or next year, or actually in the next 10 years. Yeah, if I predict something like that, well, Bitcoin's undoubtedly going to hit $100,000 within this decade. And it will undoubtedly also fall back down to, well, I wanted to say 50,000, but we're already below 50,000. It will undoubtedly fall back down to $40,000 this decade. It will crash. It will go up. It will go both ways. Yeah, I mean, okay, boom, I'm Nostradamus, like right there. So, not hating on these guys, whatever, they're crypto YouTubers. BitBoy has done some shady things in the past, like promoting projects that he said they would go up guaranteed. And of course, he was paid for them, and probably hundreds of thousands of dollars, and all the power to him. But it's a little shady for his subscribers. I'm sure some people lost a fair amount of money on that. But it's a business, so it's going to be reflected in the reputation. And long term, his reputation is unfortunately going down the drain as he continues to do this. So there will be a point where we'll stop watching him, or we'll just have to sell his channel or whatever. Now, he is going to retire a very, very rich man, and that's fantastic by all accounts. But, it all depends on what you want to do. Whether you want to do this for the next 5 years, 10, or 50 years. You want to be an actual expert or not. But, yeah. It'd be cool if Bitcoin, like, I would love to have these predictions be right. Like, I wish BitBoy could be right. Like, oh my God, can you imagine? Can you imagine, like, Thorchain and Polkadot and Cardano and all this stuff going up like 10x right now? Like 20x? Dude, in a single day, like, woo, we'd all be rich. I would love for his predictions to be right. But unfortunately, he's wrong. And I was almost as big an optimist as he was back in 2018. And that's why I completely got wrecked. because if you're that optimistic, you don't see the crash coming. And even when the crash happens, in the meanwhile, I was in denial. I was in such a state of denial that I never cashed out. I could have easily paid off all my debt, all my credit cards. And instead of getting sued yesterday or the day before, well, I could have been living a decent life. But no, I was a very optimistic person saying, yeah, I'll go back up. Like, whatever. It's one of the largest crypto crashes ever. It'll go back up. And then boom, went down even further. All the companies that I worked with went bankrupt. Everybody bankrupt. Everybody, boom. I should have gone bankrupt. So that's why I'm not an optimist anymore. That's why I'm a realist. I'm not saying I'm pessimistic. I'm optimistic about certain things that make sense, logical sense. But if you're taking predictions just out of thin air, like people who do TA and they actually know what they're talking about, like a YouTuber I really like is That Martini guy. He's not 100% right, but he's made a pretty good living for himself. He has some awesome videos. There's some pretty good TA videos out there, not just his channel. Unfortunately, some people like to hype it up a little bit more, and that's where you start to get a little bit into the iffy territory. That's it. I don't know. I just want to make a video. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Some people in the crypto community will undoubtedly hate my pessimism. Again, it's not pessimism, it's realism. Even if someone has millions of dollars, I saw how quickly I could lose 100,000 within a matter of weeks in crypto. And really, there's people who've been wrecked and wiped out, their entire portfolio gone within a matter of seconds. It can happen. It can happen to you if you're not playing it smart. And some of these YouTubers are definitely looking very short-sighted at the whole picture. So remember, there's going to be plenty of money for all of us. That sounds like an MLM or pyramid scheme right now. No, but as long as we're not completely, the R word, you know what I'm going to say. As long as we're not complete idiots, we're going to be fine. So, all right, have a great day. Bye.